Hello. We are in Indianapolis. So backstory, I am a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, and we were founded in 1922, which means we are turning 100 this year. So right now I'm in Indianapolis, which is where we were founded, for anybody who is not familiar. And we are celebrating 100 years where it all began. So I'm in my hotel room. I'm talking kind of fast because I don't have that much time, but basically I did want to do a quick little update before the day's events really get started. Well, other people have already started, but I just got here, so I gotta catch up. So as you already saw, they really rolled out the blue carpet for us in the airport. They had all the banners and the signs and just everything. It was super nice. And then in the hotel, they also have like signs, and then we have these like customized room keys. So I'm really excited. I'm really happy. Everything is like, it's just really exciting. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick little room tour, and then I need to get my stuff together so I can get my day started. Okay, so this is my room, pardon my stuff, but this is a full-on suite. I'm staying in the Homewood Suites by Hilton downtown. I wasn't sure how this was gonna be because some Homewood Suites are a little questionable, but this one is nice. Like, I have an actual sitting room, then I have a kitchen, like I have a refrigerator, I got a stove, I got a microwave. Yeah, anyway, full kitchen. Over here is like the desk area, and then we make our way over here. We have the closet area, which I definitely plan to unpack to hopefully unwrinkle my clothes, which I'll need to steam some of my dresses as well. This is the bathroom. So pretty nice shower, so that's good. The rest of the bathroom is pretty standard. Then this is the actual bedroom. I have 2 beds because that was just the standard room that they had in our room block. But I don't really need 2 beds, so I guess I just have an extra one. All right, so I'm about to get my stuff together and then I'm gonna head out. I need to get myself registered, and then I'm going to Butler for the homecoming, which is what they're calling it. I've already missed a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to make my way there as soon as possible. But yeah, I probably won't talk much later, but I'll try to get clips as much as I can.
Can we make my vocal a little bit louder? Can we make my vocal a little bit louder? All right, Sorors. This is a little bit of a hip-hop test. I want y'all to show me what you know. Say ho!
So I think earlier I was leaving my room to go get registered. So I was able to get registered, got my goodie bag, which I will show y'all in a second. And then I came back here, well, I grabbed some food on my way back here, came back here and ate, and then I left to go to Butler, which is where we were founded. So that they called it the homecoming. So they had it set up with like food trucks, they had a monument, they had like all type of stuff like set up. It was actually a lot of fun. So I was there for a while. Then I came back and went to the vendor room, did a bit of shopping. I'll show y'all what I got in a second as well. And so now I'm back in my room. So I'm about to relax mainly. There's a pajama party at 10 p.m. It's now almost 7. So that means I have like 3 hours to relax and eat and get myself together, which is going to be much needed because I am very, very tired. I just looked at my Apple Watch and I'm at like 1,000 movement calories and like 75 exercise minutes. And on a normal day, I usually have like 600 and something movement calories and like maybe 20 exercise minutes. So there's been a lot of walking happening going on today. But yeah, so before I start the relaxation, I will show y'all what we got in terms of conference gifts, and I will also show you what I bought, and I will kind of unpack and just do a general little rundown haul of everything that I got for the trip since I wasn't able to do that before I packed. So let's start with what I have on, which is this little tank top that I got from Amazon actually, and I just paired it with this like gold skirt that is also from Amazon. And of course everything will be linked in the description box for anybody who is wanting to shop or has people to shop for. So, okay, this is gonna be a pretty quick clothing haul, not a try on haul because I don't have time. But basically I have this, first I have this gold dress. It's just like after 5 type of dress. I don't really need this for anything. I just brought it because it was cute and you know, you never know. And then I just bought this cardigan from the vendor room. Obviously it's not for anything in particular, but I'm sure I will be getting a lot of use out of that. Then I have this is like a 1-shoulder gold dress. It's kind of like an after 5 type of dress. I was supposed to be wearing this tonight because I thought I was dressing up and going to an after 5 event, but I don't have the energy, so I'm probably not gonna wear this either, but you never know. Okay, so for tomorrow, I'm probably gonna wear this throughout the day. This is actually the official shirt that they gave us as one of our conference gifts. I haven't tried it on, but it looks like it should fit. So I'll probably wear this during the day with just like shorts. And then I just got this baseball jersey. So I'm planning to wear this in the evening because there's like a block party. So if I decide I want to be a little bit more cute, I'll wear this with still shorts and probably just put a tank top underneath. That way I don't have to button it up all the way. So that's it for tomorrow. Now, Thursday. Thursday, we start business sessions. So I have this gold dress. It's a basic gold kind of A-line dress from Amazon. And then I have a t-shirt that I got. I think I got this from Big Boy Headgear. This is just for like walkabout type of wear. And then I have this blue dress. It's hard to see right here, but basically it's just like a blue fitted ruched dress. There's like a sapphire soiree in the evening on Thursday. So I'll probably wear this, or I might wear one of those other dresses in case I want to wear one of my new dresses, because that one I've actually had for a little while. This is just a miscellaneous blue business dress for Friday. And then one of the events, it was supposed to be African themed, but I didn't really feel like buying anything. So I decided to wear this skirt because I felt like it was similar enough and I already had it. Then I'm just gonna wear it with this gold top. So that's gonna be for midday Friday. And then at the end of the day, we have the concert and the step show. We're supposed to be bling. So this is like as close to bling as I have. I just got this as well from Big Boy Headgear. So I'm probably gonna wear this on what day? Friday night? Yeah. So that brings us to Saturday. This is a yellow business dress. It's actually the same dress as the blue one, just a different color. And then I have my formal dress for the gala. And if I need casual clothes, I'll just throw on something. But that business dress is pretty comfortable, so I'll probably just leave that on all day. And then I have this white dress for Sunday for the prayer and praise breakfast. And who knows what I'll travel in. So yeah, that's it for the clothes. Now let's go to the rest of the gifts. So they gave us this giant tote bag. Let me show you. It says Centennial on the side, and then it has this like Centennial logo. And on the other side, it says Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, and it has the shield. Then on the end, it says like 1922, 2022, 10 pearls, 2 rubies, and the other end is the same. So stuff that was in here was one, that t-shirt was in this plastic that I need to now throw away. Then they gave us these books. So this is the special edition of the Aurora, I guess. And we got this Centennial commemorative journal. And we got the Centennial Boule workbook, which I assume this probably has like all the useful business information. I haven't opened that yet. I should probably open that so I can be better acquainted with what's going on. Okay, what is this? This looks like a pen. Okay, so this is a pen that was in here. It says Golden Service. It's kind of hard to read, but yeah. Then we got another pen. So this is like the Centennial one, I guess. Then there are this pearl necklace, which looks pretty cute. I'll have to take it out and see what it actually looks like. And then some like pamphlets. And I have no idea what this is. So, oh, there's something else. Another pen. They also gave us this backpack, which I have clearly already been using. It's a Vera Bradley backpack. It says Sigma Gamma Rho 1922. So that was it for all of the gifts. And I think I've already shown you my clothes and what I got from the vendor room. So that's gonna be it for now. I'm about to rest. I'm about to lie down. I will check back in later. Oh, this feels so nice. All right, it is much later. As you can see, I'm in the bed. I have 2 beds. This is my like dirty bed, and that's gonna be my clean bed. I still need to take a shower. But yeah, I forgot to check in before I left, but I ended up going to the pajama party. I didn't get a lot of footage in there because I was just kind of trying to enjoy the vibe, but I did get a couple clips, which I'll insert. But yeah, I ended up just wearing this like 2-piece set because I didn't really have any pajamas. So I was like, this is kind of pajama-esque. And then I just wore my sgrho necklace. So yeah, I'm about to get ready for bed and go to sleep, and I will check back in tomorrow. Hello, it is much later. Okay, so yeah, it is now about 3 o'clock. I have not done anything all day. I was supposed to have gone to some workshops, but this morning I woke up, I was just so tired. Like, I was sleepy, my body was tired. It was just a lot. And I was like, I really don't need to go to these workshops. I can always learn these things myself, like the topics of the workshops that I was going to. So I decided I'm just gonna make today a rest day during the day and just like get ready for the evening festivities. So basically I just was in bed until like noon, and then I ordered some groceries, actually, just some stuff to like make sandwiches, some grapes, chips, stuff like that. Bottled water because I don't like the tap water here, and of course I don't have my pitcher to filter things. So yeah, so I did that, and now I'm in the process of steaming my clothes. I decided since I have the afternoon off, I'm just gonna go ahead and just steam everything. That way I don't have to worry about it like day by day, because who knows how much downtime I'm gonna have starting from tomorrow. But yeah, I did want to show y'all what this is looking like. So this is a little steamer that I got. It's from Amazon. It's pretty small, but I was able to do like 2.5 dresses with that one water tank, so not too bad. And it has some type of filter in it so that you can put tap water in there, which I was happy about that, because you know, a lot of household appliances you have to put distilled water, otherwise you get like mineral buildup and stuff like that, which is fine when you're at home, but when you're traveling you don't necessarily have distilled water. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish steaming all of my clothes, and then I will take a shower and get dressed. There is block party starting from 5 p.m. and then I'm probably gonna go back to the hospitality suites after that. So that's my plan for today. Thursday. It is now afternoon. I don't remember if I gave an update yesterday, but basically I went to the block party and then I went to the hospitality suite. That was fun. This morning is when the business session started. So I went to the opening session and then there was the first like actual business session. The opening session was really cool. I really enjoyed like where they had the Sorors like walk in. They had all the past international grand basilisk, which is like the national presidents come in. One of them is 98 years old. I was like, wow. And she's here. Well, she wasn't walking. She was in a motor scooter, but still 98 years old and you at a conference. Like, hello. They also had all the military Sorors walk in. Apparently it was over 400 of them, like physically here. They had all of the like international chapters also come in. So basically they have chapters in Dubai, Ghana, Belize, Bahamas, Toronto. There's a chapter in Japan that's forming or formed. I'm not sure what the details of that are, but it was really cool to like see all the people and all the different chapters. They came in like cultural attire. So like the Bahamas Sorors actually walked in like with their flag and their like clothes on. The Japanese Sorors, they had on like kimonos, I think is what they're called. It was just a really like good experience. So we had a great time at 8 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so this afternoon there isn't really too much going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the Irvington Historical Society, which I guess is where Butler University used to be, but now it's like a museum or something. So I'm gonna go there.
In the footsteps of some of the founders, this stretch of University Avenue was a part of Butler's senior walk. On commencement day, the seniors would gather in front of the library, wearing their caps and gowns, and would walk together to the commencement ceremony at the administration building. Some of the Sigma Gamma Rho founders would have walked along this very route. This was the largest and oldest building on the Irvington campus. It would be standing here before us, straddling the street that we see here today. The Sigma founders and other students would have registered for their classes in this building and possibly attended a few of their classes here. They also would have attended chapel in that building. Just south of where we're standing, which is across the street here in front of me, was Burgess Hall, the science building. The students, including the Sigma sorority sisters, would have taken their science classes in Burgess Hall. It also contained a small campus library before the Bona Thompson was built. None of the founders ever lived in Irvington. They commuted to Butler from the near west side of Indianapolis. 6 of the 7 founders worked for the Indianapolis public schools for most of their lives. And the Sigma sisters wanted to take a break from their classes or needed to catch the streetcar on Central, today known as Audubon Road, they would have walked down some of these streets. In 1922, the women who founded Sigma Gamma Rho were obviously aware of the Klan.
No way.
Stevenson and the ominous times. Yet they persisted and they began a thriving organization.
All right, I am back from the Historical Society. It was definitely a very good experience. I did insert some clips, some footage from it, but overall, it was just really, I don't know, like they have these signs like walking in the steps of the founders, and like it's just kind of crazy to see like this is where they actually were, like in the general vicinity, and like places that they probably actually walked, and places like houses where their professors lived and stuff like that. But the craziest part to me is you can see the building where the society is, the Historical Society, was the library. And right, like not too far from that building, maybe like a quarter of a mile, not that far, is this big white house where the Grand Wizard of the KKK used to live. And so while these women are attending school and starting a Black sorority, the Grand Wizard of the KKK is just right down the street. And it's just like, imagining the freaking head of the KKK being like right there, like you could literally just walk past his house every day, is just crazy to me. Like I literally cannot, like I can't imagine going through that and like having that experience. But one thing that was interesting to me was that they were saying that Butler was actually founded by an abolitionist. He did not want the school to be segregated. He wanted, basically he wanted everybody, you know, to be there. But I guess apparently at some point after he was not involved anymore, from, they said like the 1920s to the 1960s, which is kind of when my founders were there, they weren't segregated, but they did have quotas. So they would only admit a certain number of Black people, which was really unfortunate. So the man that was working there, he was saying it was really like kind of a big deal that they were even at the school to begin with. But it just speaks to the quality of women that they were, which is further evidenced by how successful they were in their careers and everything like that. Like they did not just found a sorority, but they were all very successful educators, you know, teachers, principals, etc. Like they've all done great things, were community leaders and etc. But yeah, anyway, so that was my experience. I'm going to also link a video down below that was provided by the society, and it kind of just talks about their like personal history. It's like a 3-minute video. I would definitely recommend watching. But yeah, so that's it for me for now. Right now, I'm about to rest a little bit, get dressed, get some food again, and then head to public meeting, which is where the entire world will be there. Not the whole world, obviously, but all Sorors, other organizations, etc.
I love my Sigma Gamma Rho. You know it's in my heart and soul. I cannot deny it, being with no other. For me, it's all about that blue and gold. Sigma Gamma Rho.
The profound slogan of Sigma Gamma Rho of greater service will yield greater progress for our community and especially for our Black children. Then our children will have a better America. A better America where they have an equal opportunity at life and liberty in the pursuit of happiness. Because your 7 founders, they understood, like Malcolm X, education was the passport to the future. See, your 7 founders understood the Chinese proverb, as my Uncle Jesse always taught me as a boy, that education does no good if you keep it amongst the educated.
My clothes when I'm trying to get through. All you gotta do is say yes. Somebody say yes. Somebody say yes. All the shouting. We ready. All your blue antique gold. We ready. Somebody scream.
That's created by design, founded in 1922 by Mary Lou and Kirk. Yeah, I know what you do.
It's about that time. That's your all for too short.
Hold on, because I feel like we gotta have the biggest shit.
No. Not yet. Go back. Not yet. Still warm up, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Can we have the largest shakedown on these fucking videos? Can we have the largest one?
Shake that shit. I tell y'all.
Hello, it has been a while since I talked to this camera. I think the last update I gave was yesterday, which was Thursday, before I was going to the public meeting. So I really love the public meeting because being at the public meeting of your own organization, not at somebody else's conference, but your own conference, is actually great because everybody just says great things about you the whole night. Like, other orgs just come, everybody's nice. It's all about like, these are the great things that we're doing. And like, it's just really a positive, like uplifting experience. There were also a couple of like emotional moments in this one. Like, for example, they're actually making a documentary. I don't know if it's about the sorority in general or if it's about the founders. I'm not really sure, which obviously the founders are going to be a big part of it regardless. But I don't know if it's like focused on them or if it's, you know, including everybody. But yeah, there's a documentary in the works, which they showed the trailer at the public meeting. I'm going to see if I can find a link to it because y'all, your girl was crying. There was a soror. Basically, they had a competition for like a centennial song. I think I got a good video of it. The soror, she performed the song like in front of everybody. That was also like an emotional moment. But yeah, it was a really great experience. So that was yesterday. So today, what happened today? Today we had the awards luncheon, which since it was Centennial, they really like added extra to everything. Like, typically our awards luncheon would not have any type of guest or entertainment. It would literally just be us eating lunch and then like people giving out awards. But today they brought out Marsha Ambrosius and I was like, oh, this is actually great. But yeah, so that was a fun experience. Then after that, just business meeting, which wasn't really interesting. And then we had the concert and the step show today. So the concert, we had Charlie Wilson. Then we had the step show, which, you know, we had multiple chapters of my sorority as well as the Iotas and the Sigmas perform. And then it was a surprise, but like we all already knew who was coming. Basically Too Short ended up coming out. If you follow anything about Greek life, you know that like sgrho pretty much all strolls to Shake That Monkey, which is a Too Short song. So he's been kind of invited to a couple of our celebrations, including this one. So that was fun. I ended up leaving early because I'm not really a hip hop girl and it was already 2 o'clock in the morning. So early is not really early. But yeah, I heard the songs that I knew and I was tired, so I left. But before I left, I did witness something which I was like, wow, this is actually crazy. Apparently, one of the sorors in my chapter, well, not technically my chapter, but the chapter that I'm rejoining, has been on a Too Short song. So she comes on the stage. I hear this woman rapping. I look up. She has on like a sorority shirt. So I'm like, oh, he got a soror up there rapping. At first, I'm thinking he just got some soror up there rapping. Come to find out that she's actually like on the original song. Now, again, not a hip hop girl, so I have no idea what the song was. But if I find out, I will definitely link it down below because I want to know what song is my soror on. Like, I don't know. I just felt like that was really like kind of crazy. But this is the kind of stuff that happens at Centennial. Like, this is why like being here is just such an amazing experience because like you get to see all the things that your sorors are like doing and like, you know, it's just, it's great. But anyway, so that's pretty much the updates for today. much later. It is now Monday. I think the last time I updated it was Friday night after the step show and concert. So let me give you an update on the past couple days as well as my overall experience. So on Saturday, there wasn't too much going on, which was good because by that time I was literally exhausted. I went to the rower debutante showcase. Backstory, the rowers are one of our youth affiliates. They were the first youth affiliate, but basically the rowers are girls from age 12, I think, to 18. But this particular event was mainly focused on the high schoolers that they had. So previously they used to have a rower pageant, but I guess this year they didn't have a pageant. They had a debutante showcase, so they had what I think were the seniors who were the debutantes, and then the other rowers were kind of participating as well. And it was just really cute. They were singing their hymn. They sang the Black National Anthem. They did a couple dances and stuff like that. And then the actual debutantes, their like, I guess, coming out portion was basically them wearing the white dresses, walking across the stage as their bio was being read. And then they would kind of like curtsy and be crowned. And then they could proceed to walk out of the room. It was really cool to see them like doing their thing because they had a whole like routine that they would do as they were curtsying and getting crowned. I don't know if that's standard for all debutantes or if that was specific to this event. I really don't know because I am not really familiar with that world, but I've always been kind of interested in it. Well, I shouldn't say always. Since I've been an adult, since I've known about it, I've always been pretty much interested in those kinds of things. So that was cool. You could definitely tell which girls like either A, practiced a lot more, or B, just had way more experience with, you know, that kind of event, because some of them were like really smooth, really poised, really graceful, and then some not so much. But all the rows still, I would say, did really well in my opinion. But again, I'm not super familiar with that world. But yeah, so after that, I just got dressed and then went to the gala. So we had entertainment there. So we had a live artist who was painting. I think I put a clip of that. Newly inducted Soror, actually, honorary Soror, Ezinma, or is it Ezinma? I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but she was performing. She does like hip hop violin. And then we also had Anthony Hamilton perform, and they had some other art displayed that was by Sorors and affiliates and like things of that nature, as well as just general fashion. They had ice sculptures for the founders. It was a nice event in my opinion. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday, the only event was the prayer and praise breakfast, which mainly featured Kirk Franklin, which was actually really cool because there were times where he would like stop singing and like we would all be singing. And I was just like, low key, we could have just been the choir for Kirk Franklin because it was a great time. That's all I really have to say about that. But yeah, so after that, it was time to come home. I didn't really have any private space to update anything yesterday, so that's why I didn't make the video yesterday. And by the time I got home, it was just so late that I didn't have the energy. But yeah, so overall, I really enjoyed my experience. There were a couple things that I feel like logistically could have been better, mainly on the part of the event staff, specifically the food people. They seemed like they did not know what they were doing. But, you know, that's not within our control. We had no way of knowing that that would happen. So I don't blame my Sorors or our planning people for that. But yeah, overall, great experience. I enjoyed myself. There were many concerts. Somebody posted in a Facebook group that like on Friday we were served concerts, like meals, like lunch, dinner, and late night snack, because we had Marsha Ambrosius at the awards luncheon, and then we had Charlie Wilson as like the concert, which was basically like dinner time, and then we had Too Short following the step show. So it really was like 3 concerts in one day, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, and it was a lot. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was just also very tiring. And I am not used to just being out like that, like all day doing this, doing that, moving around, dancing, stepping, walking, not stepping. I don't know why I said that. Moving around, dancing, strolling, walking, like it took a lot out of me, which is why I'm now very tired. But overall worth it. It was a very expensive trip. I mean, I don't know exactly how much it was, but I want to say I spent probably like $600 or $700 on flights because the flights are so high right now. I think I also spent No, I think it was about 600 on flight. The hotel was like 900, which I could have brought that down if I roomed with somebody, but I just did not want to. Introvert me knew that I was going to need my alone time, so I got my own room, which I was happy about. What else? And then the registration, I was like $650. So we're talking like over $2,000, probably close to $2,500 if you include the clothes and everything that I bought for the trip. But yeah, very expensive trip, but the experience was priceless. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Oh, I think I mentioned the documentary earlier in the video. I thought maybe I could get the link to the trailer and link it down below, but unfortunately I cannot. The documentary will come out in November is what I was told. So I guess stay on the lookout for that if you want to see the sgrho documentary. But yeah, so now I'm really going to end the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And comment down below if you were there, or if you know somebody who was there, or if you were watching it on Instagram or Twitter or whatever you were watching it on. Like, let me know. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.